Alright, let's get going on our last leg of this journey. So, when we finished before, we had just killed Moog. Yes, we had just killed Moog. And so what we need to do now is get to the Haligtree. And so that means we need to get to here. Now, the first, I don't know, 7-8 times that I went through this, it was a struggle, but it was manageable. And for some reason, the last time I went through here, I absolutely could not get past these Albinauric archers to light the 4 things. And what we're doing, we need to unseal that. And in order to unseal that, we need to solve, they call it a puzzle. I don't really know why it's a puzzle, but if we read this, it tells us we've got to light the 4 lights. And we're going to take our potion first. The first 3 lights are actually pretty easy, but it's the one that's right up there that it's a real struggle. So I'm going to try to get these 3 done first, and maybe we'll be able to sprint across, but I doubt it. So the 2 enemies here on the rooftops, we've got the Albinauric archers, which are really deadly, and then here in the bottom, on the ground level, we have invisible assassins, and they are also quite deadly. So we need to try to avoid both, and I can usually get the first 3 lights done without really being bothered by these folks, or at least not dying. Okay, so there's number 1, that's all we had to do. And you know, I can usually jump down, but the ladder wasn't letting me. So let's get the second one. Now, we're going to get shot at, but we can usually survive that. Oh, you know what? We actually don't even need to do that. We do need to be careful about getting assassinated. Oh, there's a seal there. So let's run around. You know, this isn't really the way I should have done this, because now we're going to have to backtrack. But we need to get to the very front light and light that one. These are the 2 easy ones. Actually, we just passed where the side of grace was, but we've got to go. Oh, yeah, see, there's the invisible assassin trying to kill us. Okay, so now we're lighting this. Oh. Oh, got us. Well, that's okay. So now we can work on the other 2. And it's actually not incredibly out of our way, because the other 2, you have to, at least in my experience, you have to get to the to number 3 to get to number 4. So getting those first 2 out of the way. So where we need to go is up there. That's what I'm calling number 4. Number 3 is just right up at the top of that ladder. So let's try and sprint to that, and we can usually get to that one just fine. So I'm not even going to use my wondrous physic. So I just jump around here. So they usually don't even see me until I try to cross that little bridge down there on the left. We're going to have to come back down. And we're going to try once to sprint across. And if that doesn't work, we're going to have to do it the hard way, which is really tedious. Okay, so now let's take our wondrous physic. Let's get down here. Now, there. See, I'm just not going to be able to do this. Yeah, see, you can see she's getting ready to fire at me. And then there's a second one over there. Now this is a really hard jump. I don't know why they made this quite so hard. But it takes me forever to get up here. You know, I may even take a bite of crab. Maybe that'll help keep me alive. Probably not, but you never know. And often what happens is the force of their shoot. The force of their arrows is so strong, they knock me off the little bridge. So now they've seen me, and it's going to be difficult to even get to that first bridge, I think. If I can, okay, let's try this. Let's get our jar cannon, and you could probably use Loretta's great bow if you wanted to use a sorcery. You could certainly use the lion great bow or the golem great bow, but the jar cannon's kind of fun. So let's use it. Let's see if we can't knock her off of there. That seems to help just a little bit. Oops. Let me target a little bit above her, because I think it will... Oop, we did. We knocked her off. Okay, now I doubt that I can do the same to this one, because she's actually sitting... Well... on this side of it. So we're not... well, shoot. So we're not going to be able to knock her down. Now the first Albinauric is not on the ground. She is actually hiding just on the other side of the ledge. So while we're safe from her for right now, as soon as we get to that ladder over there, she's going to try to get us. You know, what's curious about this is that usually they just keep firing and firing and firing. I am really surprised she's taking a break. Oh, you know what? It looks like I knocked her off. I've never done that before. That's very curious. So, let's see. Let's get rid of our jar cannon. You know, that is pretty astonishing. Let's get our blasphemous blade. Blasphemous blade plus 10, because we are going to have to do some close combat as soon as we get over that little ridge. Ooh! Don't want to jump down on the ground, otherwise the assassins will get us. I may even get a little bit more health, just in case. Yeah, I just can't jump. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now if we can get across this, the last thing to do, and I may take another crab, just to be safe. We do want to try to kill this archer, because... or at least knock her off. Well, okay, let's finish her off. Okay, so now as long as we can get back there without the assassins killing us, then we will be in good shape. So that's the catch. And as soon as we get off the ground, we should be okay. You know, that was actually, that's my normal experience. Now, I've actually not done it quite that way before. But yeah, the last time I went through this, I think I've probably spent minimum 2 hours, if not 3. And I don't know what the trick is to getting this jump, because I don't know that I do anything different. Okay, so from here it should be easy, as long as the other Albinauric isn't hiding back here somewhere, but when you knock them off, they usually stay down. And lighting this 4th light will open up all the seals in town. There we go. And the one we really want is right there. Starting to see it dissolve. Alright, so we are done. Oh, it took us back to the Evergoal. So now, okay, so I mentioned the farming locations that Moog's palace with all that sleeping Albinaurics. You can commit genocide there, and that's a really great farming location. This is another one. I'm going to do this just once. If you haven't seen this, this is really bizarre. So I don't know if it's a glitch or it was intentional. Let's see if I can even do it. But you got to get on torrent. You got to jump at just the right time. Then jump a second time. And then start waving your sword, or whatever weapon it is. I haven't had any luck with the sorcery, like a staff, but as long as you've got some other kind of, like a close range weapon, like a sword, dagger, it seems to be just fine. And so notice I am just falling and falling and falling, and not dying. Now eventually you'll see a whole bunch of points rack up, a whole bunch of runes, even though I'm not killing anyone and I don't seem to be doing anything, but I'm going to get a whole bunch of runes, and shortly thereafter, so as soon as I get the runes I can stop swinging. And as soon as I stop swinging, it doesn't take long for the game to realize I'm falling. Now it doesn't look like I got all that many points, but if you're wearing a gold scarab, yeah, there I go. But if you're wearing a gold scarab and take a gold picklefoot, foulfoot, then you really can rack up a ton of points for doing nothing. So now all we have to do is go get our runes, and if you have your twiggy cracked wondrous physic, then when you get resurrected there back at the site of grace, you've kept them, so you don't even have to do this if you take your wondrous physic before you do that. So as long as I don't fall off the ledge. There you go. So you can see I've got suddenly a ton of runes for nothing. The only trick is you got to jump off right at the just at the right time, wait a second, jump a second time, then just start swinging your sword. Okay, so that was just an interesting little farming location. Again, I don't know if it's a glitch or what it is, but now we want to get to the Haligtree. So that's why the west is actually called the secret passage to the Haligtree, because not only is Ordina something that you have to find, but then you've got to figure out all those little lights to light and then get through the portal. So this will take us to this part that really just drives me, it gives me a lot of anxiety because I do not like heights and I don't like the parkour stuff that you saw in, well, that I had to do in Dying Light. So you know what, let's get rid of my Blasphemous Blade. Let's go back to our light build. So we've got our Glintstone Crisp Pack. You know, I should probably just use that. And I think but the sorceries are just so efficient. So we've got our Gravel Seal, we've got our Lightning, we've got our, is that the Prince of Death Staff? I always forget what it's called. Yes, Prince of Death Staff, which I don't know why it's called that. Okay, so we're just gonna jump up here. Oh, we've got our Magic Potion, so if we fall we won't lose our runes. This first little mushroom, this is where you jump. And I kept trying, that little loot down there to the right, I kept trying to jump from here down there and I couldn't find a way to do it. So you've got to take a journey. And I should be able to just sprint. Ooh! Almost fell off that. Now this is going to be rough. But I should be able to sprint down here. And those little bubbles have a powerful blast. And there are ants here. I don't know why the ants aren't there. Usually they put on a pretty good attack. Now that guy up there straight ahead, he's got an Envoy's Longhorn that just is astonishing in its death power. So you really just have to sprint, and there we go. We're fine at this point. Get past the poison. So now we do have some scary jumps to make. There we go. Okay, so at this point we made that safely. So now we could just grab our Side of Grace. And the first boss we're going to kill is Loretta, if I can remember how to get there. Now there's a guy that comes running up here. Dang it! What is wrong? Oh, I need my Gold Mode Seal, not my Prince of Death Staff. That is for the meteorites of Estelle. So that guy doesn't, over there to the left, he doesn't really bother you. Now there is some loot up there if you take that ladder up. You do have to make some jumps. There's a guy that jumps out here, so you got to be careful. You can usually avoid him pretty well. You could probably just run that past him, but might not finish him off. Get him out of the way. Now you can run through there if you wanted to, but oh, you know, oh, I've already taken my magic potion. Did I? Why am I not? You know what? I don't know why I don't have my little bubble around me. I am going to reset. Maybe, you know what? I may not have rested at my Side of Grace. I want to take my magic potion again, because you know my propensity for dying. So let's actually just get through this first. Let's kill this guy. Let's kill this next guy. Oh, where's he at? He's hiding. There he is. So you can certainly go through there if you want. These people won't bother you. You can go through there. There's a couple of scary monsters in there. What I usually do is just jump down. I'm gonna take my just physic now, and I just sprint through. And I usually do okay. I'm not even going to bother with the ladder. I'm going to sprint through here. There's one of those big poison blooms. And I'm actually going to even sprint through here. There are 3 of those misbegottens. But I'm going to sprint. And it looks like we're okay. Now if you wanted to, after they have been de-aggroed, they're a whole lot easier to kill. Plus there's some loot on that little, you can see that little ledge right there. A couple of zombies and a misbegotten. So you can certainly go back and get that if you want. And they're a lot easier to kill from that direction. So now we're going this direction. Going to go south. And you can see on our map we are in the Haligtree. I forgot to show you that earlier. And where we are going, well, that'll be our end point, Malenia. But we are trying to get to Loretta. This is the second time we will have seen Loretta. Now you've got 3 spirit calling. You know, I'm going to take my potion because it's going to be a pretty tough enemy. He's going to do a jump. I'm going to try to kill him from here because they call those dangerous crystal entities. Yeah, let's jump down here. There's another one down here. And then there's one more, but we're not going to bother with them. There is some loot in there if you're interested, but we are just going to try to sprint across. We're going to do a jump. Didn't quite make it, but that's okay. We're fairly safe from this point, but we do have to go up through a gauntlet of zombie skeletons. You should just jump down here. And see, they're going to come after me, but they're slow. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because they are coming in behind you. You get 2 misbegotten here. You want to get them out of the way. And then the real danger, let's make sure nobody's too close here. Let's just get the closest one. The other, you can see the others falling back there. Let's re-up our brain power. Make sure everything's good. Okay, so there are 2 sorcerers here that are really tough. So I am just going to try to sprint around them. Do a couple dodge rolls. Oh yeah, see, look at that. He's got a big hammer of something or other. Okay, okay, well, we survived that. So let's get our ghost ready. This is Loretta, and let's see, I think we'll be okay. Let's get our mimic tier. Get our health back. Try to get out of the way so that the mimic can take the aggro. Yeah, look at that powerful blast. Okay, now I should be able to just use my lightning spear on Loretta. Look at that, my stamina's already gone. So, oh wow. 1 blast, I'm almost dead. That was close. Let's let our stamina get back. Okay, let's try some more of this. Wow, Mimic Tier is almost dead. That is concerning. Oh, Mimic Tier. Oh. Wow. That did not go as I expected. I can usually get Loretta. Let me make sure I don't... Yeah, I don't have anything in my notes. Oh, well, I've got to start back from here. Okay, well. So let's... Oh, and look at that, I didn't even get my... I even lost my runes. So let's hope I can get across here. I don't want to take my runes too early. I don't want to take my potion too early. But, you know, let's go ahead because I've got to get those. So, there's another crystalline entity around here. Let's see. I guess I'm not making that jump because I'm not running. And that's something that, because I'm just not a gamer, I don't have that skill. And I was playing Dying Light and I could not get through a thing. Something that you have to get through. And the reason was I didn't know that running and jumping gave you a lot more distance than just jumping. And I think I worked on something for days before I got through it, because I eventually had to Google how to get through this, and they were talking about the running jump, and I had no idea what they were even talking about. So, you know, I probably don't even need to do this, because I'm just going to sprint across. But, in case the worst happens, and I don't make it, I don't want these guys ganging up on me from behind. So it is possible to get stuck here. Okay, so because this one's right there, but there's another one that's over to the right. Alright, here we go. I don't think they chased me. Well, he might be chasing me. So, let's just move along. Let's get our limit tier. Get our health back. No, I don't want to lose my runes like I did in Radahn's festival. So this arena is a lot more reasonable, so let's grab our runes and try to help the Mimic tier with Loretta. Wow, how did I don't even remember getting shot at. Maybe I need a stamina talisman. I do wish we had more slots. But there was some way we could acquire 6 slots instead of being limited to 4. Now I could take a talisman booster. There we go. Okay, there should be a nice little side of grace here. Now when we get to Malenia, I'm going to be doing a lot of resetting, because Malenia usually takes me a couple hours, and I know I said we're going to do this in 9 hours, but that assumes you can actually kill the bosses. You can do it in one sitting, as opposed to 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're just going to go down here. Now this is a ladder you definitely cannot jump down. It is a long ladder. Even though I'm speed sliding, it takes forever. Now you can see this little ledge behind us. There's a little treasure there. That's certainly something you can go get if you want to. We're not going to. I don't remember what it is, but it's not interesting enough to waste time on. Invest time in. Okay, so now once we're past this lift, we are out of the tree and we're into a whole new setting, the brace of the Haligtree. And so we've just got to get through this knight down there, and I am usually pretty successful at sprinting past him. Now I don't always get to reset the grace before he kills me, but I can activate it. And if I wanted... Oops. Wait, did I get it activated? I You know what? I'm gonna... Ooh, this is bad. Okay, there we go. We're gonna try to run back out here. Get away from this guy. I mean, I guess I could... He is just relentless. And if I could get further away from him, then of course I could shoot him, but he's running about as fast as I can. Okay, so this is another good farming location because you actually get a lot of points for killing all these people. It's not too bad. You know, I'm not sure why I didn't one-shot him. I've got my incantation. That is curious. I've got my gravel seal. Yep, got my gravel seal. Okay, well, it is a higher level, so. And it's not too bad to get through here. It just takes some experience. It's not like Malenia where no matter what you do, you always end up dead. And there are all these little rooms, like you can go in there and get some stuff. Whoops. Meant to kill this guy. Well, come on, target lock. He's standing right there. There's that room, and if you go to that room, it actually takes you up there, and you can jump down on some folks, but... And there's this guy hiding back here. He'll get you with this long spear. Then there's some stuff. If you go straight back through that way, you can do that. Well, he's seen me now, so let's go and get rid of him. But there's some stuff back there. There's a chest of stuff down this way. I don't see him right now, but an oh, there he is. You've got an avatar down there. Now you could jump down there, and there's a lift. You can't get to it right now, but if you go down that way, right on the other side of that doorway, there's a ladder. It takes you up to there, that little bridge you can't really see, and is it Michaela's sword? It's a nice little sword, so that's something you could certainly do. Uh-oh, I'm out of magic. So this is the easy part. The harder part is getting through here. Now we could probably sprint across, but there are two pretty powerful knights in here. Well, come on, target lock. Okay, so the other one is hiding back there, and he is, in my opinion, far more dangerous. Now I could probably sprint across. Well, what the... But I just want to be safe. Now, he has a lot of range with that spear, and he will come after you and give you Scarlet Rot. So, okay, nice. I need to stop grabbing stuff. I just need to move along. I never used immunizing white cured meat. Now, there is a thing out here in the balcony that I don't need, but I'm going to grab, but really I just want to look down. So, you can see down there, there are several of those really scary revenants, but they are really dangerous, so my Mimic Tier can usually take care of those for me. And again, I'm still baffled why it is the Mimic Tier can take so much more damage than I can. Yeah, you do have to watch out for those exploding guys. They're easy to back away from as long as you're not in the middle of throwing something. So there's a little place in there for some people you can kill, get some nice points. Wounds. Several more people through here to get through. And so our end goal here, oh, I guess we just knocked him off the ledge. There's another one hiding back here. Let's get him. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've got to... Now, let's see. Does he chase us? No. Okay, so here's where things get difficult. Where we are going is over there. We want to try to get through that doorway. If you can see, it's being guarded by a big avatar. And you've got some big guns, 2 of them in that little entranceway, and another one that's up there. So I am going to summon my Mimic Tier. I think I can hide right here. There we go. Now we can summon our Mimic, and I am going to try to just sprint across here. Sometimes it works, other times not so much. But I may even eat a piece of crab. So if we can get through that doorway, is my Mimic Tier's here. If we can get through that doorway, then we can get to the side of grace. Do not. Okay, move along. Hurry, 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 hurry. You're almost there. You're almost there. They don't chase you back here. So we did it. Actually, it looked like he was trying to chase me, didn't it? Let's de-aggro these folks. So once you de-aggro these folks, you can actually just sneak up behind them, and they're just standing there. So really easy to, well, relatively easy to kill at that point when you're not facing the 3 big arrow guns. I should figure out what they call those things. They are so deadly. Now there are 3 crystalline entities down here. We're not going to worry about them, but there is a nice chest back there, and they drop some unique weapons if you can kill them. I don't quite understand why they're so hard to kill, but they're not all that susceptible to my magic ranged stuff. I don't remember if there's anything back there, but let's not worry about it. Let's take our magic potion. This is somewhat of a dangerous track. And we're just going to try to sprint over to there. And we've got to get through those scorpion thingies. They've got the centipede thingies. They've got centipede babies. Plus we can fall off stuff, and there's scarlet rot. So a lot of things can go wrong here. Including, they can shoot us off here. This is what always gets me. I can never make this jump the first time. Well, look at that. Okay, you know what? I need to get rid of the scarlet rot. Got a nice little heal up. So as long as I don't fall off of this, the last few feet, which I've done before. Okay, we should be fine. So now let's go grab the Side of Grace. We can go back and well, I guess we don't need to go back. There's a magma worm back there, and if you wanted to work on, oh, it's not, oh, Millicent. Millicent's quest line is right back there. But we're not going to worry about that because we're just looking for remembrances, and the next remembrance is Malenia. So let's go there. And again, I'm just this design. Look at that. That is so amazing. That and all of the stuff we're about to get into is really nice. So I'm just going to run across this route. Where's my mom would say root. She was from southern Indiana, so they had a not a southern accent, but southern Indiana accent. Root Creek. Okay, so we're going to run down here. Now we can jump up there and get some stuff, but we're just going to go this way. Now there are a bunch of those centipede things in here, so we do need to be careful. I'm going to take my potion, because this could be a dangerous section. I think there's like 6 or 7. And the ones we really have to worry, those are the easy ones. The one we have to worry about, you can see one moving around up there. There's a couple down below. And where we are wanting to go, there are a couple guarding that door down there. Just to above my head and to the left a little bit. And, you know, we're going to try to make a run for it. As long as they don't chase us. There, look at that. That's a fast lift, and that does its job. I think one time one of them did chase me, and it fell down the elevator with me. And that was not a good situation, since I do mostly ranged attacks. Okay, let's reset. Now we are in the Haligtree roots. There are a couple of things here. If you wanted to go up these stairs, that avatar, the Erdtree avatar, I mentioned that with Michaela's sword, that activates the lift that you can take to get up there. But we're not going to do that, because I've already got a ton of those. Now, actually, at the end of that, where that avatar was, that first avatar, there's I believe a somber ancient dragon smithing stone. So that's of course good to grab. But what we need to do now, we're about to fight. Oh shoot! Okay, I'm going to reset. I did not mean to do that. But Malenia is tough, and many people online say that she's the toughest boss in any game ever. I don't know about that because I don't know about games. Personally, I think the Radigan Elden Beast is tougher. But this is tough for me, so I actually do need to put on armor. I'm going to get the strongest armor I have, which is the Bull Goat. Oh, what's that? I don't think I've ever got the Fire Prelate helm before. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we're going to get the Bull Goat, that. We're going to get the Bull Goat, that. We're going to get... I don't think we're going to get the gloves. Let's go ahead and get the Bull Goat Greaves, though. Make sure we're not overloaded. And we are going to use... Giant Flame Take Thee. We also need to get See, if I'm using Giant Flame Take Me, I don't need that. I want to get my Dragon Crest. And I want to get some stamina. And I want to get some HP. So here's my Crimson Amber Medallion +2, which raises my HP. And I want to get stamina. This should help me survive. Now let's make sure we're not overloaded. Okay, heavy load, that's okay. And okay, everything looks good, so let's see if we can't get through this. Let's get our Giant Flame. Take the... Let's get our Giant Seal. Alright. You know, and I may, because Mimic Tear is pretty stupid, I may take away his toys. Because I don't want him doing anything other than what he needs to be doing, which is incantations. Now there's still all the other incantations he can do, but at least you can't stand there and cheer with the law of regression. Now she's probably going to kill me right away, because the first time you step in, it's like she's standing there waiting for you.
I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola.
Yep, that's what she do. But from here on, it's a lot easier, because she's on the other side of the arena, and you have time to do your stuff. You know, I didn't even take my potion. So let's do that before we get in here. Got our ghost ready. Alright, so let's get to it. We do get some decent points. Well, what's going on? I don't know. I can't move. Part of it's I'm getting a heavy load, but she's in my way. She's doing a great job dodging. Of course, this is one the first time around. After I finally killed her, oh, no, I'm dead. As soon as she does that leap, if she's pointed at you, she one-shots you. And I don't quite understand why my Mimic Tear doesn't seem to even be hurt by it. So I'm going to show this to you one more time, and if this doesn't work, then I'll start cutting and splicing. But when they do knock her down, so I mean, that's a really nice feature of Giant Flame Take Me. What? I don't think I've ever had this much problem. Oh shoot, I just didn't take my potion. I don't think I've ever missed this many times. Look at that, she just barely stepped to the side and it didn't even hit her. And the Mimic Tear is 2/3 dead, so I don't think we're going to survive this. doubt that I'm going to get one. Nope, she's about to do her.
I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola.
I'm around, trying to kill Malenia. I am doing quite poorly. I'm not even getting to the second stage, which is unusual for me. Now the first several NGs, I rarely got past this first area. By the time I got to the fourth one, this started to become a lot easier, and I was able to get to the second part, but then that's who was killed. So, okay, it looks like we're going to get through this time, and oh shoot. So what, we're going to skip this. What you have to do is get out of our way as fast as possible, or she will just obliterate you in one shot. So I'm going to actually eat a crab. Should help protect me just a little bit. Oh shoot. Not going to let me. Let's try it again. Sometimes the pause messes with the thing. So, okay, we've got brain power, crab. Again, one thing that's really nice about the giant flame taper is that it will usually block the poison. Now my Minotaur is in trouble, and my Minotaur is in trouble because I'm in trouble, because I can't take Malenia by myself. Oops, I'm out of brain power just at the wrong time. Do need to get some health back. Let's see if I can't finish her off myself.
Your strength.
Wow, I did it.
Extraordinary.
With Mimic Tear gone, that's pretty shocking.
The mark of a true lord.
Now, of course, if we were going to do the Millicent quest, then
Dear Mikola.
we would need to go back and forth and do
Dearest
some stuff
Mikola,
here. Is
my
that my side of
brother.
grace? Yeah, there it is.
I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
And in doing so, so we could go back up that ladder, fight the magma worm, help Millicent, either help Millicent kill her sisters, or help her sisters kill her. And if you make the right choice, I think you get an ancient dragon, smithing stone, something. So, actually, I gotta figure out what my next task is. Alright, so now let's take a little side journey. I mean, what we're eventually going to do is go kill the fire giant from this point, but let's get rid of this armor. Let's get back to our normal guy. Let's get our Zaymore leg wraps with our nice little gold mask mod. Okay, so our side quest here, and I think you can even see it here. Yeah, if you go, oh, it's a somber, yeah, and see, I really like to get those sombers. If you go through Millicent's quest, you can eventually get a somber ancient dragon smithing stone, which Again, those are so rare. But, oh wait, shoot, I keep, okay. What we want to do is, before we go kill the fire giant, I want to get Alexander, because I need Alexander as a summon to help me kill the fire giant. So we are going to start here, and I'll show you where we're going, but we're actually going to have to go around Mount Gelmir. We can kill the magma worm if we want to, but what we really need is to talk to Alexander. And he is just sitting in a lava bed, curing or whatever he's doing. And after we talk to him, that will then activate him to come help us with the fire giant. So we're right here. We need to go up and around here through all this. Actually, right up through here. We want to get to that. One of these. Yeah, it's going to be this. That's where we're heading. And then we're going to go across here, all the way around here, and Alexander is somewhere right around here. So that's where we're going. Let's get our horse, and we're going this way. And it seems like a long way, but it's actually pretty efficient. Personally, the most challenging part is trying to get to that See the Water terminus, because I always seem to go the wrong direction. I think I've gone the wrong direction already. Oh, I wonder what that was. Shoot. Okay, yeah, we're going around in circles here. I need to get down. There's a little thing down there. That's where I need to get to. You know, I bet I can just jump. Yeah. Okay, now one more jump. Okay, we can get to this side of Grace. And what is this side of Grace? This is the Erdtree Gazing Hill. Now, if you're doing the Millicent quest, then she's going to be standing right up here, but we're not doing that. But she'll be standing right here, and you'll need to chat with her, but we're just going to go straight up this hill. We will need to avoid the Tibia Mariner and his big skeleton. It's relatively easy to do. Now watch me say that and I get killed. You can see him over there on the right. I'm just going to try to sprint across here. You can kind of see where the beacon is pointing us to. Now if you go up that way, there's a little cave adventure, a little side quest. Get some nice loot. Okay, here we go. So, well, let me dismount. Okay, so from here, well, let's see if we can activate this. It's not letting me activate it. That concerns me. Well, maybe let's get out of here so we can go by Tibia Mariner. I don't know what this is, but we're really just a barrage. We're really just waiting for that guy to de-aggro. Oh, I gotta get my stuff back, don't I? Well, he looks de-aggroed, so let's go. I have never seen that happen before, where I can't touch a side of Grace. I've seen it disappear so that I can't rest there, but I've never seen it. This is literally the first time I've ever seen it not let me touch the site of grace because of aggro. But regardless, we got it all worked out, and I've got to, I've got to get my stuff back. I took it away so that some mimics here wouldn't play with the wrong tools. Now we need Prince of Death's staff. Let's get the plus 25 one. Let's get our gravel seal. Don't know why this is called a gravel seal, actually. Is it? No, not the. Oh, there it is, the gravel stone. And finally, what was here? I don't remember what. Oh, that was our meteorite staff for when we want to use our meteorites of Estelle. That's our booster. Okay, there we go. We were just fixing ourselves from the Malenia fight. Okay, now this actually is fairly quick. It kind of looks long on the map, but it's just a fairly straight shot. Just avoid getting blown up by those things. Maybe you needed a gold seed, you could grab that. And right up there you can see an imp seal. So, nice little side quest there. Now I've never figured out, you've got these zombie skeletons that fall down from the sky. I have never figured out where those are coming from. That's just pretty weird. No idea what the herba, or the volcanic stone, is for. I think this is a mushroom. I don't think I've ever used a mushroom. Okay, so our side of grace is right up here. As long as we don't get killed by that little fire geyser. And I think what I will do is try to sprint past the magma worm. And, well, I was going to say I was going to sprint past the magma worm, talk to Alexander, then go kill the magma worm. But you don't get anything for killing that magma worm other than a dragon heart. Now, if you need dragon hearts to buy some spells, then that's a good place to do it. But after you've bought all the dragon spells, you can't use the dragon hearts. Unless I'm missing something, there's literally nothing you can do. Now we could fight him for the runes, absolutely. But so he's going to pop up here in a minute. But what we want to do, probably should have taken. Let's take my potion. We want to just go past here and talk to Alexander. And I have never had the magma worm break through that little rock.
Timing, I've been taken. No, I won't be able. Perhaps there's an old above the loft. Perhaps there's an old above the loft.
Okay, well, that's all we need to do. So we could go kill that magma worm if we wanted the runes, but I am just going to speed through here. There is another side of grace. Whoops, I think no, that's right. Although I think I should come the other way, but that's okay. And really what we want to do is find a place where we're safe and get to our map and go back to Jarburg. Oh, there's a bear that knocks that thing over. Let's see if we can get through here without getting killed by the bear. And the side of grace is just right up here. Now, if you wanted some nice sorcery equipment, it is just up here. And in fact, if you want to do Selen's questline and get all of her stuff, then you have to go, this is the path you take to get to the Azure sorcery stuff. You just go right through there and they're right on the other side of that. But what we want to do here is let's go back to Jarburg. And let's see if we can complete the Diallos. I don't know if we can complete the Diallos questline. We definitely can't complete the Jarburg quest because we've actually got to kill Alexander. Sorry if you haven't got that far. Don't want to spoil anything for you, but we've got to get his innards and take them to Jarburg. But let's see if talking to Alexander does anything here. And again, this is another one where you got to keep resetting the site.
Is smooth, but I wish we. But I wish.
It doesn't look like that did anything. I'm gonna reset it one more time, but I think I've got to progress further. And some people say you have to actually reset the Radon site again, and that... Oh, no. You see he's been hurt.
Wonderful.
Okay, now we can go talk to Diallos. Run across this person's house.
A fool I made. Do you pity me? A fool. Do you pity me?
Something's peculiar there. Okay, we're gonna reset the site again. Jarburg did say something different, so it does look like something happened. Well, if I can find my way back there. Because I could just teleport there, couldn't I? Collect all these flowers here if you wanted. I've never used any of them. Seems odd that, but this is my 10th time through. As far as I know, I have never used any flowers. Let's see if he says anything different. Nope, he likes Diallos' silky smooth hands though. So we're going to check in one more time. If he doesn't say anything different, then we're going to go on to the next part of our quest.
Do you pity me?
Nope. I think we're stuck there for now. Let's go ahead. Let's try this one thing. Because some people say that if you reset Radon... Nope. Since we have already killed Radon, I can't see how this would do anything. But it's just going to take a minute. Let's reset this. And what we're going to do after this is just go kill the fire giant. And after killing the fire giant, of course, that resets the entire Elden world. We'll get sent to the Crumbling Farum Azula. There should not be anything here. Yeah, and at Crumbling Farum Azula, we will run into Alexander again, and that's where we kill him. And you know, what I'm concerned about is I don't want to, because the mechanics in Elden Ring are so specific sometimes, I don't want to kill Alexander and disable the Diallos questline. Now, okay, something did happen. That was apparently the thing we had to do, because Jarburg's gone. So that seems so odd to me that resetting the Radon site after we've already killed him is what we had to do. Okay, well, they're not here. That is very peculiar. So I could try resetting the site. Let's just run around a little bit to see if they're here. Oh wait, is this? No. Oh, here he is. Okay, I've never seen this before. This is new to me.
Jars?
Are the jars all right?
Did I defend them?
Now, the internet says you can say whatever you want. It's the same result, but
then all is well.
We're going to give Diallos his props.
Proved his worth in the end.
Good old Diallos. Oh, Elden Ring sure likes killing off all their best people. Reminds me of Walking Dead. The TV show, not the game. I don't know anything about the game, if there is one.
Cuz. I'm
Cuz!
glad you came. But we're fine now.
Cuz!
Diallos fought the poacher, though quite a lot of us got broken.
Oh. Poor little jars.
I won't cry, though. I'm a warrior jar.
Warriors can cry.
The tale of House Hos. That's the kind
He's
of
been
warrior I
infected with
want to be one
toxic
day,
masculinity.
Even if I'm scared. The tale of. That's the kind. Even if I'm scared.
Okay, now I think he's actually dead. But you know what I think we'll do, if I remember correctly, if we. Oh, and that was not the game. That was my email. I think if we reset the site, if I remember correctly, we get Diallos' mask, which I've never got before. Which is the whole reason we're doing this side quest, because 10 times through, I have never got Diallos' mask.
The tale of House Hoslow. That's the kind of warrior I'm one who protects.
Oh.
The tale of House Hoslow.
Okay, so he is tending to Diallos. That tracks with what I remember. So let's go reset the site again. Again, this is so obnoxious. Sorry, Elden Ring fanboys. You may enjoy this, but it bugs the hell out of me. There we go. We see some loot. Nice. Excellent. Alright. And little Jarburg should be somewhere up here, I guess? Wait. I think I've got to go... Yeah, I've got to go up. And let's see what he's got to say to us. Now, he's probably just going to be waiting there for us to finish this quest line, which we can't do until after we've killed Alexander.
Thanks. I've been thinking, as a warrior, jar.
All right. Well, I'll help you along your journey, but I've got to kill your uncle first. Okay, so that is exciting for me. Don't know if it's exciting for you, since you may have already done that, or you don't care about Diallos' mask, but I've never got it before, so that's very exciting. So what we need to do now is go kill the fire giant. Far more exciting. So we're going to be going here, but the first stop is here. And we're going to be crossing this bridge. We're going to be coming down through here. And we're going to get there from here. Now we may run over just to get it's pretty much on the way to America's church. So there are a couple of obstacles along the way. One of them is trying to get across this lake. Now we're going to see the blizzard pop up again. And that is not just any blizzard, it is a dragon. And we should be able to sprint past there. Now these jellyfish are telling us that there's something interesting here. Right up there to the right, you can see that imp seal. That takes us to a nice little adventure if you would like it. Here comes the blizzard, which means the dragon is around here. And I should probably take my magic potion, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to sprint and cross my fingers. Uh-oh, am I lost? It's so obnoxious that the compass disappears. I don't know which direction I'm going. Well, there's the crabs. And the crabs are on the far south side of this lake, so we're okay. Now, America's church is right over there. And it kind of on the map looks like it's out of the way to get here, and it's really not that far out of the way because of the way you have to go around that mountain or the cliff, whatever. Oh, I know I don't need this, whatever it is. It's a sacred tier, and I already have all I need. So just to double check our map. So now we're going to just go straight across here to this side of Grace. And then we do have to get through that, which can be kind of dangerous. And there's some nice loot there if you're so inclined. But we're just going to go straight west. There's also some nice loot up on top of that hill in front of us if you wanted to do any of that stuff. I think there are some of those balloons as well. Those balloons that you pop for free runes. So we do have to avoid the T-Rex dogs. But right up here is the side of Grace, which seems like an odd place for the side of Grace, right outside of this fortress with the fire witches. Now these fire witches give a unique weapon. The ones with the blazing torches, I don't remember what it is, but it's a unique thing. As far as I know, no one else gets them. So there's some loot in this castle. If you haven't been here, it's a nice little journey. So you can see you can summon your spirit, whatever one you're using. But I'm just going to run through here and try to cross this. And I'm going to get my potion because you know how I feel about heights at this point. How I usually run myself off of these. You'd think it would be easy to go in a straight line, but for some reason I can't. And you can see the side of Grace right up there. So, I'm going to grab that side of Grace. We're going to go get to our next side of Grace at the base of the forge. Let's go ahead and well, we should be fine. Just gonna run up here, try to hug this cliff to our left. We have to watch out for the little creepy hands. And then there's a big creepy hand. But as soon as we pass the big creepy hand, then our side of Grace is right there. This is another one of those places where you can see the monsters are battling each other, so you can hang around and get some free points. Although they don't seem to battle each other they don't seem to kill each other too frequently. So it's a slow process to get points. So there is our big hand. We're going to be crossing not this bridge, but another one. Now where's our side of... oh, I can see the side of Grace over there. Let's try to get to that. Let's go ahead and get a reset. Oh, we can level up too. Look at that. 2 million stuff. And Malenia wants to have a chat. Let's see what Malenia wants. She's about to tell us to go to the forge.
We're almost there. The flame of... I'm glad it was you. I must thank you. Please continue.
Thanks for the encouragement, Malenia. I'll see you soon. Okay, let's try to get rid of this beacon. Now there is a nice invader here. We can get if you haven't... I don't really use the Rivers of Blood for my build. I've never found it to be that useful, but it does have the Okina mask, which gives you, I believe, a +5 dexterity, so that's a nice thing to get if you haven't. But there's also, just for completely free, an Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. It's inside of a big skeleton head. Never used a troll war, so a troll roar, I don't know what that is. Okay, so from this side of Grace, There are actually two bridges across. There's one that way to the west, but we are going to go this way. Kind of hug this stuff. Go around and over. And well, am I in the right? Oh, I may not be in the right place. Something looks, I don't know where I'm at. Well, shoot. How did I get to the wrong place? I have no idea where I'm at. Oh good, there's my map, okay. You know, I'm just gonna teleport, because I don't know how I got there. And you can see a lot of enemy. Okay. So you can see that chain up there, that's what we're trying to get to. So I just want to follow along. I must have gone north instead of west. So yeah, we just gotta go around here. And our chain should be right over here. Now what I have discovered is that you cannot use Torrent and Alexander. You have to choose one or the other. So this may take me 4 or 5 times, but let's try to kill the fire giant. So here we can summon Alexander. We can also summon our spirit tier. No, let's see. Killing the fire giant. I want the either the pest threads or meteorites of Estelle. Oh, look at that! I still got my dragon shoot. I did need that. So I need my sorcery spell since I'm using the meteorite. But I also have in my notes pest thread should be okay. I was thinking about changing my magic physic, but let's just try this. Okay, so we've got Alexander. Now this is really odd. Usually the fire giant activates long before this. So I don't know what happened. I've never seen it take that long to get activated, but we're gonna get our meteorites. Let's get out of the way of that. We're gonna get our meteorites, meteorite staff, our Prince of Death staff, and let's see if we can't squash this guy. You know what? I should have taken my potion. It's so odd that sometimes it just melts them, and it's clearly hitting them, but it's not doing anything. See that? Now we can take the fountain cannon. off his foot. Now, this looks like it would be a good time to kill him while he's down, but he does an explosion thing. So I'm going to take it to the point. And that's really a really dangerous explosion. I usually go in too soon, but okay. Take it quick now. Let's try to finish it off. First 4 or 5 times that I went through the shoot, a lot of magic potion. Try to get nope, shoot. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do anything. Let's take a starlight shard. That will slowly increase our brain power. Let's see if Mimic Tier and Alexander could do something, but it's just going to kill them. Now the first 4, 5, 6 times I tried to fight Fire Giant, I got nowhere. And so I just had to cheese him. This is the only time I've ever used Loretta. Get to just the right place, and it's not going to do it. Now I may switch to Blasphemous Blade and go try to help, because I can't do anything more with magic, and I can't even use the skill. Because the skill, of course, uses stuff. So the Mimictier's gone, and then just lose Alexander. I'll take another Star Shard. Bit of brain power left. You can see it just does not take much at all for him to completely eliminate all of your health. So that's why I want to keep my distance. Health left. Okay, so if I can get away from it, it looks like I've got enough health to give another really good meteorite shot. And one more should do it. If I can get close enough. Alexander's really not doing much other than keeping his attention. Ah, got him just in time. That was close. And surprising, considering the Mimic Tier is gone. Okay, so that gives us 2 things. It gives us the Fire Giant's Remembrance, but it also opens up the Forge. And the Forge is where it's the main pivot point of Elden Ring, where we were able to move along to the next stage which is to talk to Malenia, commit the cardinal sin, and basically reset the board. We burn the Elden Tree, which is sad to think about. Sad for me to think about. Not too sad, it's a game after all. Now I'm going to take my magic potion because I usually end up falling off of this thing. Now getting up here is usually okay. But that little dragon head at the top, I can never get around it. Try to jump on top of its head and I just jump over it and fall to my death. Let's see if we can... Yep. Don't know why I can't do that parkour stuff. Doesn't seem like it should be that difficult, but there it is. So I'm not going to reset and do some cutting and pasting with my video because it's just a few seconds to get up here, as long as it only takes me once. If I have to do it 2 or 3 times, that's not going to be very interesting for you. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. And I think I've even tried not using torrent, but then I think it's designed so that you have to use torrent. I guess I can try, because torrent just kind of jumps around so much in this. Ooh. I'm almost there. Oh, look at that. Apparently that's what I need to do. And we can use torrent up here. This is wide enough, I'm not quite so concerned about falling off. Okay, now the first time I went through, I just thought I could run down in there, see if maybe there was some stuff. But we're of course going over there. I've never gone to the right. I don't think there's anything you can do on the right. But maybe there is. Maybe there's a secret thing that I haven't seen. So, are you feeling sinful? I'm feeling sinful. I feel like doing something bad. Let's see if Malenia can get us to do something bad. Let's talk to Malenia.
I have long observed the lands between. This
So
world
you've already seen this
is in
before,
dying
so
and death. Are you prepared to commit?
yes,
Very well.
I am ready.
Let my hand.
And there it is. The herb tree starts to burn. We're going to skip it though, because we've already seen it. And if you haven't, you can go to YouTube and find it. I wonder what it's doing. It seems to be taking an awful long time. Gonna skip this part, and we are in Crumbling Farum, Azula. There's no place that we need to go, but does it let me... Nope, it does not let me teleport anywhere till after I've got this far. So this isn't too bad. Of course, I've died a number of times, even when I say it's not too bad, but once you know where you're going, it's not that bad. I am going to take my potion. Oh, you know what? And I need to get my lightning back. You know, let's use some Night Comet. I haven't shown you Night Comet. Night Comet is fun, and let's see, Night Comet. See, that's actually the oh shoot, is it the Loss? Staff of Loss? Well, I think we're okay without it, but there is a staff that boosts the Night Shard. Now, I have fallen off there before. Okay, so now we're going to have to get through some stuff to get to the next side of Grace. And I'm just going to try to sprint it. But Night Comet is really good if you're fighting invaders, because they jump around so much that it's just so hard to hit them. And Night Comet and Night Shard do a really good job because they're an invisibility spell, and it's not going to let us sit there. We might be able to just run on through to the next side of Grace. Now there is a dragon who appears here, but we can get past him usually. Bother you. Now you could of course fight him and get a... do you get a dragon heart? I know once you fight either him or some of them you get a... I think it's an ancient dragon spending stone. So let's reset this. Now I wonder, I am thinking that it is a staff of Loss that I think it's a staff of the law. Actually, boost thorn, sorcery, gravity, crystalline, invisibility. Yes, it's the staff of loss, or a staff of invisibility. The staff of loss boost invisibility, sorcery. So let's get our staff of loss here. And the Night Comet is just kind of fun. It's actually a little bit faster than, well, the Night Shard is faster than lightning speed. The Night Comet is more powerful than the Night Shard, but it's about the same speed. So you can see that the Night Comet is quite powerful. Now we could go down through there, but it's actually somewhat dangerous because these guys, of course, cast lightning, and it can be pretty dangerous. So, well, come on, target lock. Can you at least choose one? Now, if you go down that direction through, you can't really see it, but there's a doorway. There's a bunch of loot down there. It's some nice stuff to get. But we're going to go this way. And there's some stuff in this room and through that area, but we just want remembrances. So we're just going to grab the Side of Grace. If anyone's chasing us, there are people chasing us. We're going to de-aggro these people, because this next stage is really dangerous for me. I usually end up dying several times. And now I have just sprinted from that area where we were just at through here and survived, but I would prefer to not have to worry about See, I didn't need that. I've already got it. Why do we keep grabbing stuff? Okay, this area down here is, for some reason, is really dangerous for me. All these little skeleton creatures, of course, magic and regular swords, they come back. So I usually use my golden epitaph. Yeah, let's get rid of blasphemous blade, because this kills them for good. They don't come back. Now hopefully I won't even run into them. What I want to do is just get through there, down to there, and over to there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, but I need to get to the side of grace. So I'm going to sprint. Ah! Of course I just jumped right off of that. Let's try that again. Okay, let's get our magic potion. Let's see, there's this. Oh no, that's not a Stake America, that was a summoning site. Never used that since I didn't play online. Okay, let's see if we can't jump at the right time. Whatever this is, I know I don't need it. But we're going to jump across here, and then across here, and we should be okay now, as long as I don't fall off of this, which has happened. So now we just sprint across here, avoid the monsters, get more stuff we don't need, go down here, and boom, we're done. Okay, I don't think anyone chases it, unless they do sometimes shoot at us, so let's go ahead and... Okay, so what we're going to do now is fight some of the Godskin Apostles stock. So we need to get some sleeping pots. And part of what's nice about the sleeping pots is that if we equip them, then of course our summon can use them as well. I want to see if I can make more sleeping pots. I think this is the only time I have used Trina's lily. No, that's an... oh, here we go. Sleep pots. Oh, and there's mushrooms too, but I've got so many of those. Trina's lily is usually the thing that stops us up. So let's see if the... I'm just gonna run and jump down here. Let's see if the Night Comet will do it for us. I think I usually use lightning or... giant flame take lead, but let's see what they'll... Shoot, he already put him to sleep. Why isn't he firing? Why isn't he doing anything? See, it's a stamina problem again. Oh, well, he's putting him to sleep. That's pretty handy. Okay, so let's get some brain power back. Ooh, I didn't drink my magic potion. Look at that. Okay, we're waiting for these guys to resurrect. There we go. Let's... uh-oh. We dodged that. Uh-oh, we dodged both of us. Shoot. Now the big one should be coming along. Well... shot. That's pretty good. Okay, so this gives us a site of grace. It opens up the doorway. Well, actually, we probably, I didn't even know that we had to do this. Come to think of it. But this is the way I've always done it. So I get that side of grace. You know what? I'm going to reset. But the way that I always get to, you know, and I also want to get rid of the sleep pots, or otherwise I keep accidentally using them when I'm trying to do a heal up or summon my guy. So we're just going to go north here. And we can do one of two things. We can either go to kill Malekith, which is required. Oh, come on, dude. Or, and this is what we're going to do, we're going to... No, I don't really need to do this. I could sprint faster. There's another one down there, but it's easier to sprint past one than two. Placidusax, the dragon, will give us a remembrance, so we definitely have to do that. You can hear my dog barking at something. I think my partner's moving around in the other room. Gallo, calm down. No, Gallo. Gallo, no, calm down. We don't need to go that way. I think we need to go this way. Up the stairs, maybe. Let's get some brain power. Oh, shoot, let's drink our potion. There's a lot of scary things in here. Of course, he's gonna hide behind the pole. Negates the target lock. There we go. Now, there is no reason that I switch to Night Comet. I don't know that it provides any benefit here. It is just something different. If you haven't used it before, you can see how it does. And again, Night Shard is quicker, but it's a little bit less powerful. You know, I don't think I need to do this. Well, we need to get through here to talk. Eventually, we need to come through here because Alexander will be down here, so might as well open this up. This is going to take us to an area. You know, we might as well take care of this now. Oh, I didn't need to do that because Grace out of grace. So let's reset. And we're going to try to run through here. And I'm actually going to switch to Blasphemous Blade. Well, now the Golden Epitaph is really useful to kill all these dragons. But I'm going to be fighting Alexander unless there's a dragon in the way. And it's really useful to have Blasphemous Blade. He's surprisingly difficult. And in fact, he often kills me the first time around. I've got to go around a second time. And if you can sprint past these guys, it's not too bad. Of course, if you get stuck on rocks, then they'll get you. Oh, that's not what the problem is. That's why I can't get a heal up, because it's on my ghost. Okay, Let's jump across there. Okay, so we should be okay. As long as there's not a dragon here waiting for us, then we can finish off the Alexander questline. Then we can go back to... Oh, here he is. Yep, we're good. I don't know what this is. Again, I probably don't need it. Golden rune. Okay, it's always good to have.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. City, that aside, I doubt that. Of course. Which means, would you kindly come and tell me what I've been long...
Now, I should take my potion, because it's surprisingly tough. I'm even going to double hand to this guy.
You are ready then? Then let us begin. I am the great Jar warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Lend me strength, O warriors.
Hit that skill's not doing anything.
Let us become one champion together.
Now I'm out of stamina. I just think there's something wrong with the stamina. I don't know what's going on there. Look at that, one hit and I'm dead. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we're gonna try that again. And like I said, the first time it usually, for whatever reason, does get me. Let's take my potion. The second time usually goes better. Now sometimes I'll release the summon because let him have some fun. Especially if I've got my golden epitaph. He does usually kill some of them. Otherwise he doesn't seem to know what to do. Now there's a dragon behind me and to the left. Could go kill that. And I don't remember if I have to kill all. There are 3 of those. And if you kill all 3, maybe you get an ancient dragon smithing stone. I don't quite remember.
I am the great Jar warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Lend me strength, O warriors. Let us
I
become
can't
one
believe the skill does nothing. And if I get close, of course he does that big pound. We're so close, there we go. Poor Alexander, I'm sorry.
As I suspected. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you.
Was it though?
Take what I bequeath.
Was it
From
marvelous?
inside me. All
So
vessels
much
are
more you
destined
could have
to
done
one
with
day
his little
break.
jar life.
But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
Yeah, I don't really understand this. But, oh well, that's the story. So we get our shards of Alexander, we get our innards. So now, let's go back. Let's see. Here, maybe? We are trying to get here. And I am forgetting how to... No, that's not where I want to go. Let's try here. Okay, I want to go out here. Oh, no, that's not where it is. Here? Nope. But I can go ahead and grab the set of grace while I'm here. Never understood why these 2 different sets of grace are right here, right next to each other. Maybe. Oh, sorry, folks, I'm lost. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. This isn't it. I need to go down, not up. I thought it was just to the left from this side of Grace, but... Oh, well now I didn't see that before. Okay, well, so let's go through here again. We can get rid of Blasphemous Blade. I'm just gonna get rid of it. We don't even use that. Does that give us a light? Well, of course that'll give us a light build, because dagger gives us a light build. But let's get this stuff back. I am just gonna try to sprint through here. See how easy that was? Could have been just to jump off of that. Okay, I went that way before. Maybe let's go this way. I don't feel like this is the right way though. And that dog is after us, so we may have to stop and take care of that. No, I think this is, yeah, this is the right way. Let's make sure that dog's not chasing us. Okay. Yeah, this is the right way. So there's some stuff in here you could get if you wanted. There's some stuff in this little arena up front if you wanted. You can fight that guy and jump around and get stuff, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to sneak around to the side here and jump down here. Now I am going to get my potion ready because this can be sometimes challenging. This is one of the nice things about being a ranged user is that these eagles can be difficult. So let's get rid of them. We've got 3 more to get rid of that are right here. Well, there's one up here, but don't think I can reach the 2. I don't even see the one that's right down there. My target lock's not doing anything for me. Well, maybe if I jump down here, I can get that one on the far end of this. We can avoid. Let's get our potion. It's a lot of lightning. You can see the dragon over there to the left. So we're gonna run past that dragon. Come on, target lock. It's right there. I don't think this target lock is pretty obnoxious. But there's another eagle right under there, but let's hope it doesn't chase us. There's another one over there. And there's another one up there, but I think my spell will... Oh, no, he might reach it now. Okay, so now we can just run across here if we can survive. And over to the right. Now this dragon, as fearsome as it is, seems to want to avoid a fight. Because if we just run past it, see it flies away, it disappears. So what we're going to do is, since it's gone, the thread is gone now that we've got rid of the eagles. Wonder what these guys are. There is an ancient dragon, smithing stone over here. Or is it a somber? No idea what a fulgur bloom is, never used that. But right up in here, right here in this little gazebo, it is a somber. I always get excited about the sombers. Now there is some loot. If you jump down there, go through the little maze, you can get through some nice stuff. But we're just going to run up through here. sleeping, so they shouldn't be a problem. But you never know. So let's get that one. Let's get this one. There's another one hiding back here. Now my potion may be wearing off pretty soon, and the problem is that I've got to get across here, which is dangerous. And there's this guy. But my spell is not reaching. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, with him out of the way, he is no longer firing stuff at us. And so we've got to do several things. We've got to get across here alive. Alright, that was good. Now we have to run. Okay, yeah. Oh, I just lost my protection. Now, these guys are pretty dangerous, and we've got to run past them, and they're facing us. You know, I've never actually had him run past me like that. He usually stands there and blocks the way. So, as long as they're not... Ooh, he's chasing us. Okay. We should be fine. So, now we can get up to the side of grace, and this is the branch point for us to do a couple of different things. This is our bridge beside, what is it? The aggro from that guy is still preventing me from using the map. So let's actually reset here. We're going to go try to kill Placidusax. So this is the beside the great bridge side of grace. Let's get rid of this beacon. There we go. And from here we're going to go up to two different places. We're going to go up here to kill Malekith, but we actually want to get rid of Placidusax first. So let's go back down. And I'm going to use the Meteorites of Estelle again with Placidusax. And you know what? I think I want to change my potion. Placidusax is tough. And so what I need to do, instead of having my Opaline Tear to protect me from damage, which would be nice, but we can only choose two, I want my Cerulean Tear, which eliminates my FP consumption. So with that, let's head back down. Now it's easier to run past these guys from behind because they don't see me coming. So we're just going to sprint past them, run to this little nook right here, and jump down. From here it's pretty easy. I don't think I've died too many times running down through here, because you don't have to really jump, you just move forward. Sometimes you can move forward in slightly the wrong place and fall off, but that's the only thing to worry about. Now this is one of those places where Google showed me that this even existed. And again, it's one of the weird things about Elden Ring compared to Dying Light or Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's no way I would have come down this way. There's no way I would have thought to lay here. And otherwise, there's no way I would have even known that Placidusax was a thing. So, okay, I need to get protection. So I need to get, we're going to use Meteorites of Estelle. So I don't need my incantation. What I do need is, I need some lightning protection. That would be my Bolt Drake +2. I'm going to get my... I don't need a skill. I'm going to get my Pearl Drake protection because that should also boost the lightning protection. I've got my meteorite. No. Well. Meteorite staff. Got my... Do I just have... Yep. I just got that staff. I need my meteorites. And we are going to do something... since we have plenty of time to sit around here, unlike some of the other bosses, we can actually prepare and do some different things between me and my summon. So I'm going to give my summon Shabriri's Woe. I usually move up to just right, not quite to there. Let's summon our ghost. Now let's... Well... Yeah, the pause being on that button is convenient, but it also can be obnoxious. Okay, let's get our... What do I want here? Let's try that. Because I keep running into stamina problems. Okay, so I think... Oh, wait, I need some armor. I want to get my Bull Drake armor. Or bull goat. Because he's a tough one. Okay, so I'm heavy loaded, not overloaded. Oh, let's take our potion. And we're ready. So, I'm gonna run past him. Try to get on this side of him. And behind him. Still gonna be a little explosion. Be careful out, but otherwise... I have melted it before. Yeah, you can see, look at that. That's just... Oh, did I wonder if I took my potion too early? Because I'm supposed to... okay, so... Now this is where it gets really dangerous, because... Okay, you've got to run towards him... Oh. Yeah. You have to run towards him and do a dodge roll. If you do anything else, he kills you instantly, which of course won't happen. So let's try that again. Now, one thing I usually try to do is send that elevator back up, because I usually get killed several times, and I'll do some cutting and splicing so that if I don't get him this time, you don't want to see me go through this 5 or 6 times. Sorry, a dog wandered in, so I had to open that up. So what I will do is send it back up, so it will be ready for me when I die and get sent back to the side of grace. Now, it is pretty obnoxious that it's really quite a trek. You can't just get back sent to a state of America, for example, in that arena. You've got to run back this whole distance. You've got to go through the whole cutscene again after you lay down the thing. But it is what it is, I suppose. And I actually have an appointment in about 45 minutes and it's about a half-an-hour trip, so I was hoping I could kill Placidusax in one blow, and then take a break, but okay, let's skip through this. But we've got our stuff already. The only thing we want to do is get back to the summon having Shabrari's Woe. So let's summon this guy. Well, there we go. So that will attract Placidusax's attention onto the summon, hopefully. And okay. So I am actually going to wait to take my potion until I'm ready to use my media weapons. Because when I've done that right, and I've timed it right, I've actually killed them in one blow. That was a lot of RNG. Oh, yes. Look at that. One blow. That. Oh. Sweet. Now, that hasn't happened many times. But there it is. So now it's Malekith, and Malekith is hard too. So what I am going to do is take a break. I'm sure I can't do Malekith in 5 minutes. You know, I didn't have to rest there because I need to get back to here. Yeah, let's get back here. Now I may be able to level up. Let's get rid of some of these runes so we don't lose them. You know, and I'm going to keep my armor because I need it for Malekith. Okay, let's level up. Let's keep going on our intelligence faith build. And that's a good place to stop. So I will see you when I see you.